Thank you so much for staying with us. It's time for ABC 7 Extra. UTEP football landed one of its biggest recruits in program history. Malachi Nelson's arm talent has helped him ascend to a 5-star status, but his college experience on the field has been limited after facing adversity. ABC 7's B. Martinez got an exclusive sit-down interview with the 21-year-old.
Okay, that's right. Well, Malachi Nelson had gone from playing almost every game in high school to barely getting any snaps in his collegiate career. Now, a shoulder injury began a blockage on his road to success. California native Malachi Nelson came out of high school as a unanimous 5-star recruit, listed as the #1 ranked recruit in the nation per ESPN. He also won back-to-back Gatorade California Player of the Year awards, which is a national award that's only given to the most elite high school student athletes. But with his early success and that injury came a lot of outside noise that built more pressure. Nelson is hoping UTEP, his third college home, will be his lucky charm.
Never not touched the field, never not played in a season, and it messed my mind up, and I was in a weird place. At this point in my career, I'm past wanting this, or it's become a need for me and for my mental health. I understand that this chance has to work. You ask me why I play football, it's because I love the pressure. I don't even often say at times I play football, I play quarterback.
Now after high school, you go off, you redshirt at USC, and then you go off to Boise State, and I believe you played in about 3 games. Take me through that journey, right? You go from being the #1 recruit, right, out of high school, and then you go to these top FBS programs, and you're not quite seeing the success that you want. Take me through just the mindset and that adversity.
I remember my first college game, I got to play like 3 plays or whatever, right? And obviously we had amazing talents, and it wasn't that I needed to play by any means, but it was just that feeling of like, whoa, like I didn't get to play. I put all this stuff on, you know what I mean? I didn't get to touch the field, and that was like a wake-up call for me. Like, man, nothing's easy at this level.
He tears his labrum his junior year in high school, so he has a torn labrum, and he doesn't have surgery until he gets to USC. So he has surgery at SC. Waited 2 years, so it doesn't recover the way that it should, and it's taken longer, and he thinks he's ready. So he has a fresh start in Boise State. The coach leaves 4 days after we get there. So it's like, you can't control injuries. You can't control guys taking jobs.
You've had plenty of other places you could have gone. What was it about UTEP that made you want to come here?
I wanted to be more safe this time around. I wanted to make sure I was at a place where, where I felt wanted and loved. I mentioned it before, I was pretty much set on another school. I got off the plane from that official visit, and I was like, man, I'm lost. I don't know what to do. I called Coach Walden because I knew I could talk to him. I'm like, Coach, I don't need you to recruit me right now. I don't need you to sell me on your school or anything like that. I just need to talk to somebody. I have nobody.
I pulled up in a parking garage. He called me, and next thing I know, we're in there for, sitting there for about an hour. Take this pickaxe off, take the logo off, and let's just talk about life real quick, man. And let's talk about where you're at. Let's talk about where you want to be, and let's talk about those things.
And my dad's like, all right, so where are you going? And I was like, I think I'm going to go to UTEP. And he's like, okay, let's do it then.
Coach Walden is special. I mean, he's got the juice. We were literally on an official visit. We were on the phone with him for maybe 2 minutes, and we booked a flight. Like that was it. I want to see UTEP shock the world. There's 6 other quarterbacks in that room, but Malachi wants to go to UTEP. He wants to be the starting quarterback, and he wants to help them achieve their goals.
Malachi is an extremely talented young man, and every single day, it's about instilling confidence in him that he can do it and he can do the job. And I think when he plays with confidence, man, he is on.
I'm just beyond blessed for another opportunity and excited to roll and to win football games and to play football again, you know what I mean, and get that feeling back of when you were 7 years old running around on the grass. So we need to fill this stadium for sure. I promise you fill this stadium, we're going to win some games for you guys. Where am I looking?
You can look in
all right.
He's looking right.
He's right there. Okay.
Yeah, right there.
We, like I said, we need to fill the Sun Bowl. That's #1. And, if we do that, I promise you, from my mouth, we're going to win some football games here. So I'm excited to get rolling.
Right, well, you'll be able to watch Malachi Nelson in action at UTEP's spring game this Saturday at Sun Bowl Stadium at 11 a.m. Marcel and Paul, back to you.
Incredible story.
Now that's a story. That is a story that you would see on ESPN, especially because he was the #1 overall recruit back in 2023, and we have him right here in El Paso. So, folks at home, support the local team. Got to get to those UTEP games.
Yeah, no,
it's
great
not that
storytelling
expensive
be
either.
there.
I mean, really compared to other
Amazing.
colleges, you got to go. All right.